Hi, this is Phyllis with Philly's Finds. I am coming to you with a Dollar Tree haul, and part of that haul was these little floss kits. Now, I haven't opened these up. I do have floss from previous. These were part of Dollar Tree from a long time ago, so I've had them in a container for that. But I'm going to show you how you can turn these little floss kits into little tassels. Now this here is one of these flosses flipped and made into a tassel. So I started out with the floss. Now you can have it with the bands still on it, or like these, I have taken the bands off and, you know, just pulling them into the loop. You can do this either way. So the first thing I do is I find where the center of the floss is, because they wrap these floss in a loop. And so I find the center of each loop. And with this one here, I'm showing you that I found the center. I take some cord or other string. This is not floss. This is your craft type filament. Now you could use these as well to make the these tassels. Either way it will work, but I'm using the black here as an example of what I do. Okay, so I take a piece, probably about 6 inches long to 8 inches, it doesn't matter. You can pick whatever you want. Cut it, and I fold it in half because I'm going to use this to make my top part so that it can be put on a little clip to hang. So, fold it in half, put it through the loop, and of course we're going to knot it. Now you can do a surgeon's knot. I'm just doing a standard knot with this one, and make sure you grab them, get them even there. And there you have it. Now you can push this back up, because this is going to help you to make your band around the top. But then if you don't have it, you can use little clips to hold your thread in place. So I'm going to show you both ways. And then at the very top, where it's, you know, got the loop and everything, I just put another little knot at the very, very top. And it is a challenge to get a hold of all of that. Like with this one, I have to start all over. But once you get it, you can pull it. That's why the length does not matter. And then I just clip off excess that I have on the top. Do the same with this side here. See, now this one I didn't get it even, but that's okay. We're going to do it anyway. That's why a little bit longer is kind of nice. Now you can, because, you know, it can be difficult to see these. You could use wire instead. Or you can use like this with a pair of tweezers. Now, these here are cross tweezers, so they will grab hold of it and pull it through. And that way you're not having to try to grab hold of it and bring it through. So there we've got our second knot on there. We'll clip those guys off. Now, when it's like this, same thing, you'd want this little piece fold it in half. Come down underneath. Oops. See, this is where I like the I could see the ends there, so I don't want it there. I want the ends to be kind of in the halfway mark. So that's another thing you can look out for, is where the ends are. And this is where the little clippy kind of comes in handy when you've got a hard trying to get a hold of that. So now that we've got the clip on there, it'll make it a little easier. So whichever way you do it, whether you have the little bands on there or you don't, it'll work either way. See, now these ones here have just a single band. So you could float that back and forth between the two, like this has two separate bands. You could easily move this back and forth between the two ends. Once you get that on there, this, and I made it a little shorter than I wanted to. So we use our little cross tweezers. Grab hold of it. Pull it up. There we go. Now we got that. We can clip off our little excess. And there's that one. So what I did on this, I took these two and I cut it in half. So just straight down the half mark. But I'm going to put the little band to go around. Now you can take off a long piece if you want. With this one, I'm going to pull this up here so that it's kind of close to the top. And this is where I'm using the cut that off. I'm using the surgeon's knot, which is a loop through like that, and then you come back and you loop through again. So you got two loops on your band, and you pull it down. It pulls it tight. Now you let go, you know, it's not going to come loose on you. And then you can go back and knot it. This is just the start of your little tassel. And see, this one here, I've wrapped it around multiple times. So once you get that surgeon's knot in, you can come down and wrap until you get where you want. And then once again, you're going to put another knot in there. You can just do a standard knot with this, because the surgeon knot helped to hold it in place to begin with. This one here, we'll just finish it off there. Now with this one here, I took one of these flowers. Now I got this at the Dollar Tree. It was one of these bunch of flowers. It's one of the Halloween ones. And I just take it off the thing. You have to take this little flower part off. And you get down in the center and you pull the center pin off. You don't need those. And you got multiple layers. Now the biggest ones here are almost too big for what we're doing. And this one here is on the shearer side. But these little guys here, the two center ones, are perfect for this. So that's what I'm going to use on this. Now I took this one here. I've got the band still on it. I did do a little bow. You don't have to do a bow, because what we're going to do on this one is put the flower on there. So I'm going to get these two. So I can see where our center is. this guy aside because we can do him in a sec. And you can see where this one has a little piece of the thread that, so you didn't find it right where. And since those scissors are not the sharpest for that, we're going to use these fabric scissors to do our job. Now we got a straight bottom. Now what I did with these is I actually brushed these out so they were smaller strands. Now these are cotton, so I have used these lovely things to brush it out. It actually works quite well with little nail brushes. So you take the little band off and you just start brushing. It does take a little while, but once you get going, it separates all of those strands out, and you can have it a little nicer that way. Or, if the case of this, you can just leave it as it is. You do not have to separate them out. Either way, it will make little finer threads on there. So there we got our little strand threaded out. So we're going to take the top part of this, that we have the little knot, and we're going to go through the little hole in the flower. Now that's the nice thing about this, is it will fit through the single knot. Get to the other side, you can pull it. And there you have your little top part. So now because I've still got these in place, I can pull these out from underneath the flowers through the petal edges. And once again, I am going to use the clip to hold this. It is hard to get this situated if you don't have something to hold on to it. And then with this, we're going to go around. We're going to do another one of those lovely surgeon knots. You can rearrange your petals as you're going here. Or you can use a completely different strand of instead and tie off the one below and not worry about it. See, now I did a single knot, so I'll show you that. Single, and it does come pushes out, or comes undone. So, we're going to do the surgeon's knot. Once again, I love the surgeon's knot. So I've got my single there. I'm going to wrap this around again. It just is a, what they do when they're stitching up a, for a cut, for, oops. Okay, missed a couple. All right. That's a good thing I didn't put that in there. Can undo. You don't want to miss any of the petals. Let's see here. Might be better. Where's my threads? Let's keep those guys together. See, we're just experimenting on this one. The other one I did it separate. All right. hold that in place. Bring this guy all the way back around. Got that this time. Okay. Do have it this time. And we will not. That, and then we can wrap this around again like we did before. Hold on to your stuff. Do that surgeon's knot again because we do not want it to come undone. Tight. And there we go. And there's our little flower tassel. Now, this one here, I put the stems going the opposite direction. This one here, the stems are going down, so it is a little flatter. It's not as floofy as the other one. So the choice would be yours as to whether you put the flowers, because you've got flowers going this way, or if you turn and put it this way. I actually prefer it this way over this way. But either way, it will still come out with the petals doing exactly what you want them to do. They'll be facing down. And then I just tied a bow in the top up here. So it's got a little bow at the top. Since it's already been knotted, if the bow comes undone, it is not going to come undone. And once again, these little tweezers work really great for grabbing hold of the loop. And there we go. We got the two little tassels. So a quick way to use some of the different things that you have at the Dollar Tree to make some cute tassels using these little floss kits. And you can make multiple ones, and then they will also hang on anything that you may have that you are using for the tassels on junk journals. So like this tassel I just finished, I could put one of these in there and it'd be really cute at the top up there. So just a quick tutorial on how to make the fun little tassels. And of course these were only $1.25, so it's a great thing to grab when you're in the Dollar Tree if you see them, the little floss kits. Okay, so let's get on with this other part. A few more jot things that I found were these. Now, I'd never seen this before in the store, so I bought one of each. These are wood stain. They've got the whitewash, the walnut, and the charcoal, and big bottles. I mean, we're talking 4-ounce bottles of wood stain. So to stain any kind of wood project you might have, these would be great to use. The other thing I picked up were these. Now, Mod Podge, they've carried the little bottles of Mod Podge before, and they continue to carry them, these little, matte and gloss Mod Podge. This is the first time I've ever seen this one. This in here is a fabric stiffener. So these are great for using your fabric to make them stiffer, to make ghosts. Your thinner fabric will be perfect to use to make ghosts on there. I did pick up this pen. Now, I previously bought the little frog, but this one here was really cute, the cupcake with the strawberries on the top. So I was kind of thrilled to see that one. I hadn't seen this one before, so I picked it up. Now, the Dollar Tree near my house had this yarn, and it was $5 a skein, which is actually a really good deal for this type of yarn, the chenille type yarn. So I picked up this one because it is the fall Halloween colors, and it will also work really well in a tassel, adding, strands of this to a tassel. So be on the lookout for that. They had gray, they had a pale blue and gray, they had a solid brown, which was this, but those are something you can look out for when you're in the store. These two candles I picked up as well. Pull out the tab, see if this lights up. Can't see, can't tell. Maybe not. See if this one lights up. Oh, that one does. This one, I guess, is defective. I might have to take that back. Okay, so color changing light. This one has the witch and the houses. It's probably one of those button type light, little button things. But I liked this. This one had the witch with the house and the little pumpkins and the tree. This one had the house with the ghosts. So I might just see about replacing the little buttons, because I love these. I think these are really fun Halloween decor items. So be on the lookout for those. Of course, those were $1.50. The other thing to go through and look at is their cards. Now, their Halloween cards make great journaling cards. Get this guy over here out of the way a little bit. They make great journaling cards. They also work great inside a junk journal. So I thought this one, thinking of you on Halloween. It has the vintage looking pumpkins and the cat. And then it had this cute little border all the way around. Is all the treat I need. They are expressions. These were $1.25 for the bigger ones. And so I picked up these two. This one, Ghosts and Ghouls Are Out Tonight with Skeletons Dancing in the Pale Moonlight. And it's a flip out one. So you've got 3 different panels here. And so you can use these as journaling cards and tucks in a junk journal. Of course, with the envelope, you've got that added bonus. These smaller ones are 2 for $1, so 50 cents a piece. I picked these up because, yeah, great journaling cards. They could be used in a tuck, a pocket, and of course you've got the envelope to go with it. Heart bones connected to the head bone. Thinking of you with love on Halloween. Super, super cute. All Hallmark. Time to brew up some Halloween fun. Hope your day is a little bit of magical and a whole lot of happy. Thought this was really cute. And then it was a cutout type top. Wicked cute. Adorable little witch with a cat. And then it had the orange inside. Hope that it's fabulous. Hope that it's fun. Hope this Halloween is your very best one. This is Happy Halloween. Now, I have bought this in the past. It has some kind of embossed front. So, kind of cute. Hope yours is very... Hope your scary best one ever. I hope it's your scary best one ever. This one here with the cute cat and the bats. Happy Halloween. So you can use the sayings. You can cover them up if you want to. You can just use the cover, the front, and, not use the back, or use the back and make it into a journaling card, covering it with napkins or other paper. But these are all super, super cute. Look at those fun spiders. It says, to someone who's fun to hang around with. Happy Halloween. I did buy these last year. Happy Halloween. How you booin'? Use them in a junk journal. And of course they have the embossed spider web on the corners. And this, trick or treat. Your day is filled with all the sweet fun you deserve. And then the last one on Halloween, you can be anything you want. Cute little owls. I thought they were adorable. But you're pretty awesome just the way you are. So super, super cute. Be on the lookout for Halloween cards. They're perfect for junk journaling. Some more Halloween fun is these. Counting down to the spookiest day of the year. These are sticker countdowns. And so, move this stuff out of the way real quick here. Sticker countdown. They had 2 different styles. These were $1.50. I have not opened these, so we're going to do that real quick here just to see what the inside looks like. So they have the little doors. Now these would be great for using in, junk journals to put on a page. But look at how fun this is. It has all these graphics on the inside, which actually are not the easiest thing to see. But look at how fun this haunted house. You can use pieces of this and make journaling cards with it. And then, of course, each of the doors has stickers behind it. So like puppy dogs, but they're all numbered. And they have 1 through 30. So super, super cute. Like I said, lots of options. And of course the back is even just as cute as the front. And you can see some of the sticker examples. 31 secret spines tingling stickers in there. And then this one, I imagine, is pretty similar. So for $1.50, this is a pretty good one. Yeah, this is quite similar. A little different scenes inside. Dracula and the witch. But also, once again, the numbers, the doors that open, and it has different stickers inside. You can see that you could use. And of course, the doors would be cute to put in a junk journal. And then, of course, they have the back is got the same little stained glass windows. So, I shouldn't say that's the back, that's inside, but let's flip this and get this back in. Okay, so something to look for, sticker countdown. Perfect for Halloween and to put in little junk journals. Also fun for the kids. I did find another window sticker that I hadn't found before, so I did pick that up. I thought these were really cute with the pink and the purple. They're kind of a puffy holographic. And then I did pick up these two puffy stickers as well. I thought these were adorable, and they're raised with the little ghost here, and then this side had spiders and cauldrons and witches. So something fun to look for in the stickers. This one here is another thing that is I hadn't seen before, but this is Creepy Pumpkin Stencils. Now, I think this is for doing your pumpkins. Get this open. Yep, it has the little stencils for pumpkins to make your Halloween pumpkins. But the fun thing about this is it also has all of these fun stickers here that can be used. And some of them, you know, like these can be used just in little junk journals. Spiders, a big Halloween face, some fun Halloween foods, the cat, and the faces. So this is something, you know, for $1.50 to look out for. It would be great to use to do your pumpkins, but also to use for junk journaling. This would be really fun to use as well. So some fun options there. This one here is a window car cling. It says "Stay Spooky." I thought it was really cute to use on my car, so I'm going to put that in my back window for the holidays. It's an 8-inch cling. They had two different ones. This one is the one that I decided to grab, the Stay Spooky. Let's see what else we got here. The felt shapes. I grabbed this one. They had other shapes, but I thought the kitty cat was the cutest out of them all. And these would be fun to put on the front of a junk journal. Let's see. See, this is a folio I'm working on here. So you could easily put the kitty cat on there instead of the picture I stenciled. But look how fun that is. So there are quite a few in there. There were 12 kitty cats. So perfect for junk journaling. So be on the watch for those. Grab yourself some little kitties. Let's see if I've got any more Halloween here. I do. I bought one of these little hanging skellies. And he's super cute. He's got the little rings and everything and all of his little bones. So he's going to be fun to do up and decorate for Halloween. Quite excited about him. Now, on to the fall. They had these cute little hangers. You could put them on your door. I did find one more Halloween item. But the cute little, and I love the paint job. They have done a wonderful job of this cutout. You know, it is really, really cute. And they had other ones, but I liked this guy here. So I picked him up. The other Halloween I did was this one here. It's an LED projector. It does have like a dancing skelly that will be, you know, projected from the top. So I'm going to have to put some batteries in this and check it out, see how it works. But I thought that was really cute too. Picks. Halloween or fall picks. Well, you could use these for Halloween because these are pumpkins here. But the nice thing about these is if you don't want the pick on the bottom, you could take the top off. But I thought these were super cute. They can go in cupcakes or, you know, any kind of decor. You can have flowers. You can put these in your flower arrangements and little pumpkins sticking out. So be on the lookout for those. I picked every kind they had. They had the acorns, the leaves, and the pumpkins. I picked up these two foam craft kits. Now, they had, these are the two styles they had, and I thought, oh, these are really cute. Now, the nice thing about these is the foam has been punched out. Let me get this open. And they have each of the little designs in each of the bags. So you keep the top here so you can see. There's a hedgehog, a kitty cat, and a puppy dog with a turkey outfit on. But each one of these, and there's 6 sets, so 2 of each design. So they can be used for the kids. They have the punched out heads, faces, and they're really, really thin foam, so these would be cute to make little journaling cards for your journals. This one here is the pumpkin. It says hello fall, the fall leaves, and the turkey. So I picked those up because I thought those would be fun to do little journaling cards. So we're going to work on that one and show you what comes out of that. And so you can pick something up and see what it looks like. I did pick up some more napkins, and you know how I love napkins. There's 16 here. This one here is the sunflower. The last one I picked up was the pumpkin. I'm not sure where I set that. But You have to really watch on this because the sunflower, or the white border, is not, they're not cut the way they should be on some of them. I found some of them that were so far off that the white was really thick on one side and the sunflower leaves were poking out the other. So you'll have to watch that. I don't know whether it's just the way it was put in the machine, but this one looked like it was cut the way it should be cut. Another thing I picked up was the paper cutouts. Now, I did pick up paper cutouts before of the animals, but this one here has the fall leaves, the acorns, and the pumpkins. And they have 4 different sizes in each one. So, and they do have the little bit of glitter to them. So these are really, really cute for decor or for tuck spots in your junk journals. And then these here, Harvest Bingo. Now, the cards in here are super cute. Let's see if I can get this out. You can see. They've got all the little buttons that you would use. And this one has fall leaves, this one has pumpkins. So you can pop these out, cut them out, use them in your decor. They'd be great to do little clusters, little pumpkin to go in a cluster. And then, of course, you've got multiple Harvest Bingo pages. And it looks like, let's see how many it says there is. 10 pages, 10 bingo cards. And they are paper, so they'd be, you know, good to have as a page in a junk journal. They've got the squirrel and the turkey. So 5 of each. 5 squirrels, 5 turkeys. And then, of course, they've got these here, which is the drawing, you know, for the bingo. These would be cute to put in for your junk journal as well, you know, little tiles. And then this one here, of course, bingo reminds me of my father because we always had bingo during the holidays. And so, you know, this brings back memories of the bingo that we had. But this is, here's fall leaves, and then of course your bingo cards. You've got your little fox and your hedgehog, and of course there's 10 total, 5 of each type. And then the little tiles are different than the tiles from the other one, as you can see. So you've got, you know, some fun choices here for junk journaling. So be on the lookout for those. $1.50, a lot of ephemera stuff you can use. I did pick up these stickers. Of course, you know, that it's one of those things where you get every once in a while, they get a few in. They have not been getting in what they used to get in. I keep on hoping that one day I'll walk in there and find a whole bunch. But it just doesn't seem like they're really putting anything much into Crafter Square anymore. But I did like these. These were pastels. And so I did pick up a couple packages of those. I have gotten them every time I've gone in there. I've looked for stickers. So those are something to watch out for. Last thing is these mini accessory desks kits. I did pick up these 2 colors combinations, and the main reason I got these was for the paper clips, for one thing, because they were the cute colors, and then these little mini clips. Now these work really great in junk journals to put up at the top and have something dangle off of them. So those are the two reasons I picked up these. Now this here is a, as you can see, it comes apart, a magnet. And so, you know, this is something you can, actually this one here would be great for putting a picture or something behind it. Used for your, you know, refrigerator and whatnot, bulletin board if you need the push pins, those are there. But I picked it up mainly for these things up here. And the last thing was a book, this one just for reading, Lighthouse Christmas, best-selling author Jenny Hale. I thought it would be a good read, so that's what I plan on reading. I do pick up books there at the Dollar Tree just for reading. And I believe that is everything that I had from the Dollar Tree. So be on the lookout for all the fun fall stuff, Halloween, the little lights that they have going on. This one is super cute because it changes colors, and it is quite nice for the fact that you've got all this dripping wax look on it. Anyway, comes complete with the battery, although the other one didn't work. Anyway, be on the lookout for all the fun stuff at Dollar Tree, and thank you for watching, and let's see if you can do some of the little tassels. These little guys, because they're kind of fun too to use in your junk journals. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.